Welcome back, everyone. Consumer processors are undergoing a structural shift that is changing how chips are designed, manufactured, and sold. For decades, a CPU existed as a single piece of silicon that carried all major functions in one physical block. That assumption is now breaking down as chiplet-based processors move into mainstream consumer products. A chiplet CPU is a processor built from multiple smaller silicon units that manufacturers combine inside a single package rather than fabricate as one continuous chip. In this structure, each silicon unit performs a defined role such as computation, memory access, or input-output control, and the silicon units no longer occupy the same physical space. These processors operate today in high-end desktop systems and server systems. These processors are now entering mass-market laptops and consumer devices. This shift is not experimental and not speculative. This shift is already occurring in shipping products. Manufacturing limits, rising silicon costs, and physical limits on scaling large chips drive the transition. Chiplet architectures are becoming the default method manufacturers use to build new processors rather than a specialized approach for premium systems. Chiplet CPUs change the physical definition of a processor by separating functions that manufacturers previously integrated together. Instead of fabricating one large die as a single unit, manufacturers place multiple smaller dies together on a shared substrate, so the dies operate as one processor. Fabrication facilities manufacture the dies separately and then connect the dies using high-speed internal links. At a system level, this design distributes complexity across multiple structures rather than concentrating complexity in one structure. This design approach operates today in consumer hardware and is expanding rapidly. Chiplets allow manufacturers to produce different processor functions using different fabrication processes and cost targets. And this separation changes how manufacturers allocate silicon area and fabrication cost. This separation is planned and intentional. This separation does not depend on future breakthroughs. The industry is adopting chiplets because large monolithic chips cost more to fabricate and fail more often as chip size increases. Chiplets raise total usable logic by allowing manufacturers to combine more silicon without enlarging any single chip. This structural change alters pricing, power use, and product segmentation. Chiplet CPUs are not a temporary workaround. Chiplet CPUs represent a long-term architectural transition that is already underway. The physical motivation for chiplet CPUs begins with manufacturing yield, which measures how many usable chips fabrication facilities produce from a wafer. When fabrication facilities produce a large monolithic chip, a single microscopic defect anywhere on the die can disable the entire chip. As chip size increases, the probability of encountering such defects rises sharply. Chiplets reduce this risk by dividing a processor into smaller pieces, and each piece occupies less surface area. Fabrication facilities fabricate each chiplet independently and test each chiplet independently using electrical test equipment. Assembly facilities assemble only chiplets that pass testing into final products, and assembly occurs only after verification is complete. Intel Santa Clara currently produces consumer processors that combine multiple silicon dies inside one package using this method. In these processors, manufacturers fabricate compute dies and input-output dies separately because the dies serve different electrical roles. Electrical connections between chiplets form through short internal links inside the package rather than through long paths across a single die. Signals move across the internal links instead of traveling through one continuous block of silicon. This physical separation raises usable output while keeping processor scale intact. The result alters cost, availability, and product consistency. Chiplets allow processors to place different silicon types next to each other by isolating tasks onto separate dies. Manufacturers fabricate a compute chiplet using a dense process tuned for logic speed, and the process packs transistors tightly to switch signals quickly. Manufacturers fabricate a separate input-output chiplet using a process tuned for analog signaling and durability, and the process tolerates higher voltages and longer signal paths. These chiplets operate today in consumer hardware. The processor avoids design trade-offs that previously forced all functions onto one fabrication process. Electrical paths inside each chiplet shorten and equalize, and shorter paths reduce signal delay. Heat spreads across multiple dies instead of collecting in one location. Power delivery systems regulate voltage and current independently for each chiplet by controlling power at that die alone. These changes are physical and measurable. These changes involve voltage levels, current paths, and heat flow inside the package. Chiplet CPUs do not only rearrange functions conceptually. Chiplet CPUs redirect electron flow inside silicon and move heat out of the processor through multiple exit paths during sustained workloads. Advanced packaging technologies make chiplet CPUs viable at consumer scale by physically integrating multiple dies into a single working processor. Packaging systems align chiplets with micrometer-level precision and connect the chiplets through dense arrays of contacts that transmit data and deliver power. TSMC in Hsinchu operates advanced packaging lines that support this approach, and these systems are in operation today. In chiplet packages, signals pass vertically through the substrate and laterally across interconnect layers positioned between the chiplets. This routing occurs entirely inside the package rather than on the motherboard. These paths shorten compared to motherboard traces, and shorter paths reduce resistance and signal loss. These paths transmit data using less electrical drive strength per bit. The substrate routes signals actively rather than serving as a passive support. This work is not future research. These packages are shipping now. Packaging limits now constrain processor design more than transistor density. Chiplet CPUs depend on packaging quality as much as silicon quality. The processor is defined by the assembled structure rather than a single chip. Chiplet architectures change how manufacturers build product tiers by reusing physical components across multiple processors. Manufacturers reuse the same chiplet designs across multiple products without redesigning the entire processor. A high-end processor may contain many compute chiplets, and higher chiplet counts raise total core count. A lower-tier product contains fewer chiplets while using the same physical designs. This reuse cuts development effort and shortens product cycles because validation teams and testing teams repeat the same procedures across products. Lithography systems used to fabricate these chiplets already operate in volume production. The result is a processor lineup assembled from shared components rather than separate designs for each tier. Physical compatibility between chiplets becomes a design requirement, so assembly facilities can place the chiplets interchangeably. Electrical interfaces remain stable across generations to allow reuse. This stability allows manufacturers to upgrade parts of a processor without redesigning the entire system. Chiplet CPUs support rapid iteration without abandoning existing infrastructure. The architecture advances step by step rather than through disruptive replacement. Thermal behavior drives chiplet adoption because heat limits how long processors can run at full load. Large monolithic chips concentrate heat in a single area, and concentrated heat creates hotspots that cooling systems struggle to remove. Chiplets spread heat sources across the package by separating logic into multiple dies. Each die generates heat independently and transfers heat into the cooling system through multiple paths, and multiple paths balance temperature under load. Samsung Electronics, in Suwon, manufactures consumer processors that already use multi-die layouts to control thermal density. In these systems, temperature gradients across the package shrink because heat no longer collects in one region. Power management systems reduce voltage to individual chiplets to limit heat generation at that die alone. Cooling solutions contact a wider heat footprint instead of a single hotspot. This change alters how laptops and desktops are built. Thinner systems maintain operating frequency for longer periods. Fans rotate at lower speeds under the same workloads. These outcomes result from distributed silicon rather than configuration changes. Chiplet CPUs interact differently with software and operating systems because hardware resources no longer behave uniformly. Different chiplets can contain different core types with distinct performance characteristics and power characteristics. Schedulers have to track physical placement and power states when they assign work. ARM, based in Cambridge, designs processor architectures that already assume these heterogeneous layouts, and these designs are in operation today. Software assigns tasks based on core type and proximity to memory controllers. This scheduling runs continuously during execution. Data movement between chiplets does consume measurable time because signals have to cross internal links. Memory controllers, located on separate chiplets, set access latency depending on which core issues a request. All of these factors shape real-world performance. Chiplet CPUs require coordination between hardware and software. The hardware structure comes first. The processor exposes a physical topology that software must follow. This behavior is quite different from older designs where all cores behaved identically. As chiplet CPUs enter mainstream devices, assembly-level defect filtering produces more consistent finished processors. Products ship with predictable performance across production runs because assembly facilities remove defective chiplets before assembly. Variations caused by defect density decline. This consistency stabilizes supply and pricing behavior. Retail availability becomes less sensitive to fabrication yield swings because manufacturers can combine functional chiplets flexibly. Chiplet designs allow manufacturers to sort processors more precisely by assembling different combinations from the same inventory. Manufacturers combine functional chiplets into multiple product tiers without waste. This process increases material use efficiency without changing how devices operate. Consumers benefit indirectly through more reliable availability. These outcomes arise from physical assembly methods rather than software optimization. Chiplet CPUs reshape the economics of processor production in measurable ways. Chiplet-based processors alter upgrade cycles by changing how manufacturers introduce new designs. Because chiplets are modular, future designs can replace individual components without redesigning entire processors. Memory interfaces, for example, can evolve independently from compute cores by updating only the relevant chiplet. Input-output structures can change without altering logic layouts. This modularity is planned and already factored into current designs. Importantly, this modularity does not depend on user modification. Manufacturers control compatibility internally by defining interface standards. This approach shortens development timelines between generations. It also lowers risk when manufacturers introduce new fabrication nodes because only part of the processor changes. Chiplet CPUs allow manufacturers to adopt new processes in stages while retaining proven components. This approach reduces transition failures and maintains product continuity across years. As chiplet CPUs mature, their presence becomes less visible but more influential in everyday devices. Users may not know how many chiplets a processor contains. Instead, users experience the effects through sustained operating frequency and battery life that remains steady under load. The industry is not experimenting with chiplets. In fact, the industry is standardizing around chiplets as a baseline design approach. The transition is already in progress and accelerating. Chiplet CPUs allow processors to add complexity without increasing failure risk by distributing risk across components. Chiplet CPUs align manufacturing reality with performance demand. This architecture is positioned to define how consumer processors are built over the next decade, because the architecture is physically necessary. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.